Hello and welcome to Saturday Q&A Live. Hello and welcome to Saturday Q&A Live. Good to see you. Let me know where you are joining me from. Welcome to Saturday Q&A Live. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Good to have you. Good to have you. Welcome to Saturday Q&A Live. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Let me know where you are joining me from. Let me know where you're joining me from. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. This is Saturday Q&A Live. We should be starting in the next 1 minute or so. Please invite your friend. Share this with your friends so that we can be learning together. Please share with your friends. How have you been? How have you been? Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Let me know where you are joining me from. We are coming to you live on TikTok, live on YouTube, live on Facebook, live on Instagram. Let me know if you can get me and where you are getting me from. We are coming to you live on TikTok, live on Facebook, live on YouTube, and live on Instagram. How are you doing? How are you doing? This is Saturday Q&A Live. Good to have you. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Let me know where you are joining me from. All right, so a big welcome to all of us. This is Saturday Q&A Live. I know our friends on TikTok, on YouTube, and on Instagram have not been used to Saturday Q&A Live, but now they are covered. This is where we meet every Saturday at a time like this to just ask and answer questions related to financial literacy and business development in a bid to improve our relationship with money. In a bid to improve our relationship with money. So a big welcome to all of us. If your ears love hearing things to do with money, then you are in the right place. This is the place for you. So a big welcome to all of us, those that are on TikTok, those that are on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. It's good to have all of you. Let me recognize a few of you just as we begin. Michael Igune, I can see you from Uganda. Thank you so much for joining. Jakapunda, thank you so much from Kangema. You are getting me loud and clear. Niita Tobias Kaposo from Windhoek, Namibia. Good to have you here. Thank you so much. Franny Favor, thank you so much. Yvonne Map, loud and clear. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to have you. Wycliffe Juma, thank you so much from Diani. Always a pleasure having you here. Moses Musonda, you are getting me loud and clear. Garas Dumey on TikTok, thank you so much. Mark, I can see you. Namdi, I can see you. Thank you so much for coming. Gerard, thank you so much for coming. Good to have you. Good to have you. James Oduki, I can see you. Thank you so much. Duke Manyange, thank you so much. You're locked in. Moses Musonda, you are locked in. Thank you so much. Joseph Kahindi, thank you so much. That is Team YouTube. Thank you so much for joining. Good to see you. From Loyangalani, Turkana. James Oduki from Dhabi. Thank you so much. Abu Dhabi. Dominic Munzava. Thank you. Good to have you. Good to have you here. Mami Sarai, I can see you on TikTok. Thank you so much. Adonka, I can see you. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for coming. And our friends on Instagram, Pennyworth, thank you so much. I can see you, Paul. Polio, I can see you. Atome, I can see you. Atieno, I can see you. Thank you so much, good people. So this is Saturday Q&A Live. For those that are new to Saturday Q&A Live, this is something we do every Saturday at a time like this from 8 p.m. East African time. We just gather here to ask questions and answer them, questions that are aimed at improving our relationship with money. Jacinta Saviera, thank you so much. I can see you. Charles Metet, I can see you. Thank you so much for coming. So as is always the norm, we begin by picking a few highlights from the week that was. And then we can be able to answer a few questions that were not answered last time and those that you have inboxed, even as you begin to shoot your questions live here. Feel free to send your questions in the comment section and I'll be glad to look at them. Right, so I just picked two things that caught my attention from highlights. And the first one was from a post that I made towards the end of last year, and that was a post to do with the importance of public speaking. The importance of public speaking, right? And it was a video that I posted on all these platforms, and very many of you responded. In fact, it trended on TikTok for a while. It has about 700 plus thousand views, and very many of you have expressed, your feelings concerning that message. Very many of you have confirmed that indeed public speaking is something that we all need to learn, and I confirm that it is something that we can all learn. And in that video, I think I mentioned clearly that whereas we have those that are naturals in public speaking, those that don't have to really struggle with appearing in public, some of us were not born that way. Some of us have had to learn. And therefore, if I was able to learn, and I've seen very many other people learn, you can also be able to learn. But it's a skill that all of us must learn, because at some point in your life, you will need to stand before people and say something. You will need to defend your idea. You need to go for an interview in front of a panel. You will need to defend your business proposal for funding or for whatever reason. Therefore, it's important that we must learn how to speak in public. Michael, the designer, I can see you. Thank you so much for joining. Max Ahmed, thank you so much. Good to see you. Good to see you, everyone. We are coming to you live on all platforms, on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram. So it's a good thing to have all of us here. So that was a major highlight, because I've received very many inbox messages, very comments, in excess of 1,000 people just expressing how they feel about that message on public speaking. Very many people expressing the urge to learn public speaking. And just so that you know, I put together a series on introduction to public speaking. There is a series on TikTok. If you went to my TikTok profile, go to the series segment, you will find a series there on public speaking. It has got 6 lessons. You can be able to, interact with it, and you get to see where you can begin from. Right, nothing last. Keep it in mind. Thank you so much, Janet. I can see you. Thank you, everyone who has joined. Feel free to send in your questions. Feel free to comment. Let me know what you feel about what we are talking about. Thank you so much, everyone who is joining. This is Saturday Q&A Live. This is where we come to talk about money, to talk about business, to talk about the good, the bad, the ugly of money. This is where we gather to talk about how to spend money, how to make money, how to save money if we have to save money, how to invest it, how to burn fingers and all those things. This is what happens here. All right, so that was a major highlight. So there is a series on TikTok. You may want to find time and interact with it. It will give you some starting point. It will help you to be able to appreciate the value of public speaking. It will help you be able to prepare yourself for public speaking, prepare a powerful message for public speaking, be able to present a powerful message publicly, and also be able to know how to deal with stage fright and common mistakes, common blunders in public speaking. Right, so that was the first highlight that I picked. The second highlight was also from a video that I released this week somewhere. It was a video about respecting your business, and I was addressing people in business, and I was saying that we have to learn to respect our businesses. Learn to respect your business. Okay, learn to respect your business. When you are in business, you have to realize that business is an entity that is supposed to be on its own, and you are a separate person. And therefore, you have to protect your business, especially if this business is where you get your source of livelihood. If this business is what feeds you, if this business is something that you have great dreams about, is something that you want to see grow, then you have to learn to respect your business. It cannot be that people can just walk into your business and tell you to give them things for free, and you want to give them. And I also mentioned about some friends of ours who visit our shops. They want us to give them sweets for free, to give them bread for free. Our relatives, some of them want to visit our shops, and they feel entitled, and they want you to give them things for free. And some of us, from an emotional perspective, will end up giving, yet the business has not even gained its own feet. And that was the body of that message of respecting your business. And I've received a lot of messages, a lot of inbox messages from you, indeed confirming that it is important to respect your business. Some of you have mentioned that they were not able to respect their businesses, and some of them collapsed, unfortunately. Some of you have narrated to me how respecting your business has helped you. Some of you have told me how disrespecting your business has affected your business. But bottom line is that you have to learn to respect your business. And even those that are here and are not in business, but one day are aspiring to be in business, please remember that you must respect your business. You have to guard your business. You have to protect your business, because no one will do it for you. If you came and decided to sell things to us at a loss, we will buy and smile. No one will come to you and tell you, hey, the price you're selling this thing to me is a loss-making price. No one. In fact, all your customers will be very happy, but you will fold your business and you will go home. So you must protect your business. Thank you so much, Team TikTok. I can see you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the likes. Continue liking. Thank you so much. Once again, if this is your first time interacting with me, take a moment and follow me on the various platforms that you are on. We are coming to you live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. And this is Saturday Q&A Live. This is that place where we gather to just talk about money, everything about it, as we seek to improve our relationship with it. So we talk about money, we talk about business, we talk about everything in that spectrum. Once again, please take a moment and share this with your friends. Invite someone else to be part of us, even as we continue having this conversation. Right, so those are the two highlights. So just before I get to the question segment, I can see some questions coming, and there was some questions that you people had already inboxed. So I'll be starting with that even as I answer the questions that you are asking live here. So feel free to shoot your questions about money, about business, even as we progress from here. Let me just recognize a few of you that have just joined, so that then we can continue moving together. All right. Lebus Johannes, thank you so much. I can see you. Good evening to you. Chikondi Castings, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You are saying that you're following. Kenogo Haron, good to see you. Happy New Year. It's been a while. Good to have all of you here. Dominic Okongo, thank you so much from Komarok. It's good to have you here. From the YouTube side, we have Isaiah Monda. Thank you so much. You are saying that you can get me loud and clear from Thika. Thank you so much. Athenkosi Tonjeni, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're asking how you can get my books in South Africa. Now, my books are available on Amazon. If you went to Amazon and searched for Roy Okonji, all my books will be available. But in case you have a challenge, feel free to inbox the number that is scrolling on your screen, and I will be glad, and my team will also be glad to be of help to you in terms of giving you the link that will lead you to where you can find my books. Thank you so much. Samix Abuka, thank you so much. You are asking for some information about digital money, digital way of making money. I think that is a subject we need we will be talking about. Another thing I need to mention is that every Wednesday we come to you. We also come to you live. On Wednesday we pick a topic and we do justice to it from 8 p.m. East African time. So that is one of the topics we'll be talking about when we discuss ways of making money. So stick here and we will be doing some justice to that topic. Felix Okinyi, thank you so much. You're saying you're enjoying. Oigara Nya, good to see you from Kilgoris. Thank you so much. Joseph Otwane, thank you so much. Athenkosi, thank you so much. Helen Adongo, thank you so much from Siaya. Good to see you. Good to see you. Our team on Instagram, good to see you. MK Sinik, I can see you. Sherian, I can see you. Atieno, I can see you. Thank you so much. From TikTok, Samuel Tsuma, I can see you. Thank you so much. Skyview Recruiters, thank you so much. Julia Duncan, thank you so much. And thank you so much for the continued love. Thank you so much. This is Saturday Q&A Live. And this is where we gather to just talk about money, everything in that world. So thank you so much. Good to have all of us here. All right, Grace Modi, thank you so much. Good to see you joining from Qatar. Good to see you. Today you have come in good time. Last time you were a bit late. So let's get into the questions. There is a question that came. This one was is a sensitive question. This one is saying, with excessive alcohol consumption, how did the immediate former president of Kenya become rich? Well, number one, I don't know whether he is an excessive user of alcohol. That is not in my domain to tell. But be it as it may, maybe many factors would play, but I probably see the factor of a solid foundation. Foundations are very important. There are very many people here, very many of us. As we are growing, we are doing two things. One is that we are fixing the foundation that was supposed to have been laid by our parents. And then we are also trying to create foundation for our children, because probably we did not find a foundation. But there are some people who will find a foundation, and therefore they already have a springboard, to be able to be propelled. So there are some people at the time they are getting into adulthood, their parents have already, done some investment, one or two for them. They have somewhere to start, and it's a good thing to give your children a head start. So those foundations might have played a part, but as to whether he is a chronic drunkard is not in my space to tell. There is a question here that is being asked. Expand on the issue of selling on credit for new businesses. How do we avoid it and still maintain the relationship? I think this was in response to a post that I made, and I was cautioning people whose businesses are new to be very careful about selling on credit. Okay, and I was saying in that video that it will be very dangerous for your business if you have just started a new business. You don't even know these people, you have no relationship with them, you don't know where they come from, they've not bought from you for a while, so you are not able to really tell something about them. You can't tell a story about them. So it's very difficult or very dangerous for you to start selling, giving them your goods or services on credit, because they have just promised. You see, you are in a new place, you've just opened your shop in a new place, someone walks in and they they tell you to give them goods on credit that they will pay. So you don't know them. If they don't pay, you don't know where you will get them. You know, your shop is still new in this area. So the question here is asking, how do we avoid selling on credit and maintain relationship with these people? Well, I understand. Sometimes when you start a new business, you are thirsty for customers. You want business to pick. You want to see yourself selling. You are eager to see the business begin to serve its first customer and several other customers. You want to see the business rolling. I understand that bit, but I have to remind you that you must be very careful and deliberate enough to guard your business. Like I have said, you must protect this business. If anything, it's just new. It is a very huge risk. You can still maintain relationships by serving your customers well, talking to them nicely, just getting to know them by name if your business allows you that chance. It depends with the nature of the business that you're doing. But it will be a bit risky, extremely risky, to open a new business and start giving people goods on credit. Sometime last year, for those of you that have been here, and those videos are still here, I mentioned about the choice that you have as a business person to sell everything that you have on credit. You can open your shop and a customer walks in and they want to buy your entire stock, but they're not paying now. They're promising to pay probably at the end of the month. You have a choice to give them everything you have and be happy that you have sold, but the truth is you don't have what you will sell tomorrow. And therefore your business might be forced to collapse. So you really have to just be sensible here. Much as you really want to sell, it is important that you protect your business. You can be in a hurry to sell and then you burn your fingers. You lose the business, because human beings will be human beings. I remember when I was still doing banking, we used to say that everyone is a potential defaulter. Everyone. So even if the customer coming looks very genuine, is nicely dressed, they speak very nicely, they are potential defaulters. It is worse when you are new. Later on, when you have done business for a while in that area, you've started knowing some of them, you understand them, then it becomes easier, for you to make a decision that is well informed, that is educated. That's a different case. But where the shop is still new, the business is still new, it will be very dangerous. Moriasi Moirongo, thank you. Akinyi, thank you. Elvis, thank you. Samuel, thank you. And the entire TikTok team, I can see you. Thank you so much. Purity, thank you. Elvis, thank you for joining. Good to see all of you here. This is Saturday Q&A Live. This is where we gather every Saturday to ask questions and answer questions related to financial literacy and business development. We talk about everything, the good, the bad, the ugly of the world of money, so that we can improve our relationship with money. Once again, feel at home. Take a moment to share this with your friends so that we can continue learning together, with your friends and as many others as possible. So thank you so much for finding time to be here. Okay. There is another question. there is another question here. Someone is saying, Coach, no offense, does it mean you have never, you never waste your money? No, does it mean you have never wasted your money? This one is a personal question. It's coming to me. It's a personal question. I think it was also as a result of a video that I also did, either on the danger of wastefulness or something related to that. So this person is asking me whether, now that I am your coach, does it mean that I do not waste, I have never wasted money? The straight answer is that I have wasted money before. I have made blunders before. Those of you that have been with me for a long time, you know bits of my story. And I told you last time that this year I'll be telling you a lot about that particular story. So I am a human being like very many of you, or like all of you. So the truth is that I have made blunders, I have burnt fingers. For those that are new here, I have been trapped in debt to levels that have attracted the attention of the media. All mainstream media houses have come to cover that story. I have struggled with the trap of debt in the past for a very long time. For the avoidance of doubt, I am still the only award-winning borrower this side of the universe, holding a very expensive trophy that was given to me by one of my Shylocks for being the most trustworthy borrower and for continued business. So I leave it to you to imagine what kind of person I was. But that is just to tell you that I am just as human as you are. I've made my blunders before I knew the things I know today. Before I started teaching about these things that I teach today, I have made those blunders. When it comes to wastefulness, I like saying, and those of you that have been in my training sessions, you've heard me say that it has been established that all human beings have got some touch of wastefulness when it comes to our usage of resources. However, someone who is aware of the dangers of wastefulness will behave differently from another person who is not aware that wastefulness is dangerous in the journey of stewardship. Okay, so we have touches of wastefulness here and there, but someone who is conscious about wastefulness will behave differently from someone who does not know anything about the dangers of wastefulness. So I hope that answers that question to whoever was asking. Okay, there's another question here. Coach, do you think the love for shortcuts contributes to what's happening to our girls in Airbnbs? Right. I know those of you that are following me from outside the borders of Kenya may not be aware of probably what has happened in the recent past, but we are having a spate of criminal happenings. And I take this moment to express my sympathy to the families, to the friends of those that have departed, those that have lost their loved ones through those particular encounters. And these are encounters where ladies have gone out with people who have turned out in most of those cases to be near strangers, people they've met online, people they have dated for hours, people they've dated for a short period of time, people they are meeting for the first time, and for whatever reason they find themselves together in Airbnbs, and we've had cases of people being murdered in those Airbnbs, some of them in very gruesome ways. So my sympathies to the families, but as the question is asking, do I think that the love for shortcuts is one of the contributors to what is happening? And I think the straight answer is yes. Those of you that have followed my work for a while, you know that I categorically will tell you that there are no shortcuts in the world of wealth creation. There are no shortcuts. Shortcuts have always proven to be long cuts in the long run. Therefore, we have to be very, very careful. We have to be very vigilant. But when it comes to money, We have to learn how to make money. We have to learn how to spot opportunities, and we will talk about all these things. But we have to also appreciate that as long as God has created us with all the faculties He has given us, we also just need to embrace the fact that there is no free money. There is no one who will give you money for nothing. I understand once in a while someone might give you a gift here and there, but money that you will need to depend on, no one will give you that money for nothing. Let no one lie to you. There is no money for doing nothing. So the best thing is for us to start asking ourselves, what can I do to be able to attract some money? All right, what can I do? Is it a job I need to look for? Can I begin to create something? Can I start a business? Can I do something? Okay, so the love for shortcuts might be one of the contributors to what we are seeing. The urge for us to make it big quickly might be a big contributor. And that's why some of you might have realized I'm also very deliberate in conversations of financial parenting. In fact, allow me to mention that I have started the Financial Parenting Show on YouTube. It comes out every Tuesday at 10 a.m. East African time. Just look for Coach Roy Okonji on YouTube. Kindly subscribe, and you will be getting nuggets on financial parenting. How can parents begin to instill financial values and lessons in their children so that we can begin together to influence our children positively, so that we begin to minimize some of these cases going forward? Okay, so that would be my response as far as that is concerned. There is another question here, Coach. What is the right age for someone to get rich? What is the right age for someone to get rich? Interesting question. I wish I had the script of life for all of you, but I don't have, because life does not have a script. We don't follow a textbook that says today you are on page 17, page 18 looks like this. Life looks different for different people. Okay, life looks different for different people. And especially now that this person is asking about getting rich, not getting wealthy. Getting rich, we can get rich at any point. We can also get wealthy at any point, as long as we appreciate what is involved in the journey of wealth creation. Okay, so there is no limitation. There are people who will hit it big in their early 20s, no problem with it. And now in the wake of the information age, in the wake of social media, in the wake of the digital economy, a lot of things are bound to happen. So people can strike it from as early as possible. So there is no age documented anywhere that this is the right age for people to be rich or for people to be wealthy. Right. So thank you once again, those that have just joined in. This is Saturday Q&A Live. This is where we gather every Saturday at a time like this to talk about money, everything in the world of money. This is where you get to ask your questions and I get to look at them and respond to them. Nelly Kagai, I can see you on TikTok. Good to see you. Good to see you. Always a pleasure having you. Susie Watch, thank you so much. Kubai, thank you so much. Lewelin, thank you so much. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. So we are answering questions. We are answering questions. Mainjay, thank you so much. Roslyn, thank you so much. I can see you on Instagram. Thank you so much. It's been a while. It's been a while. Good to see you here. Good to see you here. Okay. So we have got some more questions. Okay, Luke Opora, I can see you. You are asking some question. Which investments can young people at 20 do with the little money they get? Which investments can young people do? Young people at 20, in their 20s, do with the little money that they get. Now, this is a question about investment. Investment is a big conversation. It's a conversation we will talk about very soon. Just for your information, we are also bringing back our monthly webinars. Please get ready. The first webinar will be happening in the first week of February. We will be announcing in this coming week. So we are bringing back our monthly webinars where we get together virtually and pick a topic and get to dissect it very well. So get prepared. Very interesting topics are lined up. So just get prepared to be joining our monthly webinars. And investment basics is one of the things we will be learning in one of those monthly webinars. The cost for the monthly webinar is usually Kenya shillings 1,000 or 10 US dollars. So just get ready. Once we announce, then you can be able to pick your slot, because in that one-on-one, in that monthly webinar, we usually want a restricted number so that we can have some meaningful conversation as we go through the learnings. All right, but now that you have asked the question here, investment is basically the usage of, using money to create money. You are sending money to work for you, to go and call for more money. That is the basic definition of investment. Right, so the question is asking people who are young, which investments can they, put their money in? I like saying, and I like answering this question a bit generally, unless I am sitting with you and I am able to see a few personal parameters, then I can be able to have a specific thing. But I like saying that before you invest your money, there are some things you must think about. Number one, you must answer the question, why do I want to invest money? Why do I want to invest now? Why do I feel the urge to invest? In other words, what do I seek to get out of an ideal investment? What do I want? Where am I getting the push to invest? What is the end game that will be favorable for me? What am I looking forward to? Once I have invested, what do I want to get? Let me give you an example. There is someone who feels that their current income is struggling. And so they want to invest so that they can get some supplementary income, some income to be helping them add on what they currently have so that their life can be a bit bearable. This person is different from another person who is looking to invest into something that will help them 5 years from today, 10 years from today. Those two people are different, and different options will work for them. So once you get to know the need, what is pushing you, then it becomes easier for you to be able to sieve out options that don't answer to your need. Okay, so it's important for you to know why you feel the push, to want to invest. And regardless of the age where you are at, it's important that you get to understand why you feel that you need to be investing. Number two, you need to understand your risk appetite. We are different. Success in whichever area of life begins with self-awareness. You must know yourself. There are things about yourself that you have to know. You know yourself better than anyone else. Investment is something that has got risk in it. So you need to know, what kind of person am I? How much risk can I take? There is someone who will put their money somewhere, they burn their fingers, they tell us about the story as they laugh, and tomorrow they look for more money and they pump into something. But there is another person, as I like saying, who will buy shares today on the stock market at 10 shillings. And they forget that that is a volatile market. And tomorrow, as they watch news, they see the price of the counter that they bought yesterday reading 9 shillings. They bought at 10 and today is reading 9. and they start going into panic. They go into depression. They start panicking. Some of them will even rush to sell because their risk appetite, their skin is not strong enough to handle realities of the things that happen in the stock market. The fact that it's a volatile market, changes happen every so often. So you need to know yourself. Then it also depends with the nature of money that we are talking about. Is it some lump sum money? Is it some money that comes in bits? Okay. So we have different people with different risk appetites, and different options will speak for you. There are people who have low risk. There are people who can take high risks, others who can take relatively medium risks, and things like those. So there are very many options, and we'll be breaking them down as days go by, that will speak to different people. For example, people who are low risk people are people who don't want to lose their capital. Okay, they don't want to lose their capital. So these are the people who will make do with small returns as long as their capital is assured. Because again, in the world of investment, it usually is not very possible for you to have your cake and eat it at the same time. You cannot be looking for highest returns and you're also looking for lowest risk. So it usually is inversely related. So if you are looking for high returns, then no, it's directly related. Looking for high returns, then you will be taking high risks. Looking for low risks, you are likely to be taking home low returns. So these are the people who will make do with bank fixed accounts. Yes, there are also vehicles, they bring in something small. These are the people who will also make do with the money market funds. We will also break down the money market funds one of these Wednesdays. Money market funds are very good grounds for accumulating money. They are very good grounds for gathering money that you will use, at a later date. They are also very good because for people who are low risk takers, because they also get to earn you something better than what the banks will be paying on your deposits with them. So the money market funds will be there. You can also invest in another business. You can invest in business. There's a business that has started. It's a business for someone is another person's business. You can buy shares in those businesses. You can also start your own business. You are sending your money to go and call for more money. Okay, so when you're still young, you're also able to take higher risks compared to when you have advanced in age and things like those. In a nutshell, look, but I know we have prepared a day when we'll be talking about investments and we get to break it down in finer details. So I'm usually very cautious not to just go into throwing options before I give you a bit of background into investment, so that we are not just doing it blindly. Okay. It is interesting that I also meet a lot of young people calling things that are not investment, and sometimes I laugh. For example, there are very many young people today who think that betting is investment. Sometimes I meet them on the streets and they tell me they have invested in a particular match. They are investors, wamewekeza. Okay. And I like asking, between you and the owner of the gambling system, who is the investor? If you call yourself the investor, what do you want us to call the owners of the gambling systems? Okay, we need to get serious. All right. Anindo Sylvia, thank you so much. Dominic Okongo, what are some viable business ideas that someone can start with a capital of 100,000? Another very interesting question that looks small, but it's a very big question. It's a very, very big question is asking about business ideas. Last year, we took some time to examine business ideas. We are also going to do the same. In fact, allow me to make another announcement. I told you this year is loaded. We also have an entrepreneurship development program. Many of you were asking last year that I also bring it to the public. It's a program that I've been training some corporate organizations. So it's a program that has got 12 lessons that will help you become better in business, be able to understand how to develop an entrepreneur's mindset, be able to know how to develop a wealthy mindset in business, be able to know how to see business ideas when you see them, be able to know how to launch a business, be able to know how to begin to sell and grow and scale your business and excel in it, and so on. So it has got 12 lessons. We'll also be sharing more about that very soon. So I like saying that every business idea is a very good idea, and also every business idea is a very bad idea. It depends with who is doing it, the kind of passion they have, whether there was a gap that they were coming to fill or not, because we don't just start businesses blindly. Sometimes people ask this kind of question, and I'm not just responding to Dominic. Usually as we answer questions here, I usually answer speaking to all of us. So sometimes people ask a question like this, and I see some people telling them, the best business now is the business of a pharmacy. And I have seen people rush to open pharmacies. They have no clue what is involved in that business. They they don't even have some passion towards that kind of business. Where they set up that business, there was no gap. There was no one needing that kind of business. And someone said you can never go wrong with a chemist business. But I will tell you for free, in the one-on-one coaching, I have sat down with very many chemist people whose chemists have gone down. Any business can thrive. Any business can collapse. It depends with very many factors in between. So there are very many things, Dominic, as you just check around, and we spoke about, and we will still speak about where to get business ideas and opportunities. For example, we will see business ideas, and I said we start with ourselves. So we look at ourselves, we ask ourselves, what is it that I have that I can be able to commercialize? Do I have some gift of speaking that I can commercialize? Do I have some gift of doing something else that can be commercialized? What do I know? What skills do I have? What giftings do I have? What talents do I have? Then we begin to look at things that agitate us, things that get us angered, things that frustrate us. Inside those things, instead of just complaining every day, inside them we have got opportunities for business. Then we can look at things that excite you, and there are very many videos here, Dominic, on this page. I would wish you take some time and just go back. Very many videos on Facebook and YouTube and even TikTok, where I have broken this down, given you some tips. In fact, I think it is 2 weeks ago, up to 1 week ago, I was doing a summary. I was breaking down. We did this in some live some time back. We will still repeat it, but I was breaking it down, and I remember I was even numbering. I was saying sources of business ideas and opportunities, number 1, number 2. So there are those videos, very well itemized. But if I am to sit down with you one-on-one, probably I can be able to see what can work for you. So if you ask what are some of viable ideas, every idea you see around is very viable, and every idea you see around is also not very viable. So it depends with who you are, where you want to take that particular idea, and so on and so forth. Okay, so take some time and just flip through. I've broken them down into short videos, Some of them are short, some of them are 1 minute, 2-minute videos, some of them are reels, to just make it easier for us to quickly capture where we can get business ideas and business opportunities. But again, get ready for the Entrepreneurship Development Program that is coming very soon. It will be a 12-lesson program, so we'll be doing it weekly. So we'll have a phase for registration for those that will be interested. And then once classes start, the day that we will have picked, that is the day we'll be meeting every week for 2 hours virtually to just get to learn and see how we can become better in business. It will be a conversation for anyone who is currently in business, anyone who aspires to be in business, anyone who intends to have a side hustle in business, anyone who just wants to learn about business. That will be a program for you. So be on the lookout as we roll that out. All right, so thank you so much, Dominic. Moses Musonda, you are saying I work where I earn 5,000 kwacha in 30 days. I knock off very late in such a way that I cannot even do my side hustle. And I know that for me to grow, I need to start a business. Now, what kind of business can I start? Thank you so much, Moses Musonda. This is a very big question. This is a very big question. In fact, courtesy of this question, allow me to change the topic that I will to alter the topic that I will speak about on Wednesday, during our live on Wednesday. Let me see how I will fuse in a very comprehensive answer to your question, because this question affects very many people. There are very many people, because they are looking for side hustles, they have burned their fingers because they're trying to open a business. They don't have time. They're very held up wherever they work. Many of them have pumped money, employed a relative or a friend, and before they know it, they have lost the money because that person did not have their interests at heart. So let me create some good time, because I would want to share something about this. I would want to share the types of incomes that we have. I know there is a video that sits on these platforms about the 7 types of incomes, but I would want to break it down for us so that we can appreciate what can work for us given our various circumstances. It is not true that all of us will need a side hustle that is a business. It is possible that you can have a side hustle that is not a business, but I would want us to, because I'm signaled that our time is out, but I would want us to have some good time when I can be able to break it down. So don't worry, Moses, I will suspend this question and book a date with us on Wednesday right here, so that we can be able to break this down. So there is plenty of good things going to be coming our way. We are also likely to introduce a short inspirational segment every day at a certain time that I will announce, where we will just be gathering here very quickly for about 15 minutes, and I get to give you some insights that you can be reflecting on as you run your day. So we are about to make these platforms very vibrant. Please invite your friends to be able to follow me on these platforms. Feel free to share with them. If you are new here, this is your first time, please follow me. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and so that we can continue learning together. So let me just big up a few people. I'm signaled that our time is done, but don't worry if your question has not been answered, as we always do. Next time we meet, we start with the questions that we were not able to respond to the last time that we met. Evans Moses, thank you so much. You are saying you are appreciating for these resources, joining from Kisumu. Anindo, I have seen you. I will look at your question. Thank you so much for coming. All right, Grace Modi, there's a friend of yours telling people to join an online business, to join with 38,000, then bring 3 people. As long as you are being told to bring people. I have spoken to you about scams that are sold as opportunities, and we will also talk about it again. But as early as now, as long as someone is emphasizing on recruiting people, and they are not telling you what the investment is doing, how they are going to get the money that they want to give you, that is a scam. Please run very fast. I will tell you that without blinking. As long as the emphasis is on you bringing people, and you are promised that as you bring people, that is when you will be earning, and it is in the guise of it being called a multi-level marketing. Please don't walk away. Run. Namanya Leonardo, thank you so much. Valence Natili, thank you so much. I'll be looking at your questions. Duke Manyange, thank you so much. Namanya from Uganda, living in Dubai, thank you so much. Evans Moses, thank you so much, even for responding. Dennis Yatiho, good to see you here. Happy New Year. It's been a while. Talking about Mara, we'll be looking at that. Tobias Mutale, thank you so much, from Zambia. Joseph Kahindi, thank you so much. Good to have you. Patrick Kirudhi, thank you so much. Good to have you. Vikmalo Chigaboy, thank you so much for finding time to be here. Clemency Clements, thank you so much. I can see you from Zambia. Felix Okinyi, thank you so much. You're saying you don't know where you have been all this while. Don't worry, you are in the right place, and you will soon catch up. Don't worry. Our team on Instagram, thank you so much. I can see you. My sister Rachel Njau, good to see you here. Kikorik Jr., thank you so much for finding time to see you here, and everyone who has found time to join us on Instagram. Please find time to follow me if this is your first time seeing me. This is where we gather to talk about money and to get inspiration for us to be able to be inspired to progress in life. Team TikTok, thank you so much. I can see you. Dan Nyongero, Njeri, Kamtu, Festioni, and everyone else who has found time to join us today. Thank you so much. God bless you. I wish we had more time, but we will meet again next time. Book a date with us on Wednesday, as we have said, and take note of the announcements that we have made, so that we continue learning together. So until we meet again next time, God willing, same place, make this your page of choice, so that we continue learning together. Thank you so much. God bless you, and I sign out.